what we can find amazing in our gospel is the fact that these disciples, these friends, these intimate disciples of Jesus, had spent 3 years with him during his public ministry. There was much that Jesus taught them, much about the scriptures, much about his own teachings. He filled them with so much over the course of these 3 years, and yet there is still more to learn. We find several times throughout Scripture of the disciples coming to a greater understanding of one particular aspect after the resurrection, right, where it says they did not come to understand these things until Jesus had risen from the dead. And here we see Jesus clearly instructing them about how the resurrection fulfills aspects of Scripture, the difference that the resurrection makes in their life, and what this means for them, how Scripture has been leading to this point. Jesus is still teaching them. While there was much that they did know, there was still more to learn. And that just evokes, right, the beautiful words of St. Augustine, "O beauty ever ancient, ever new." There's so much that we know, and especially with 2,000 years of hindsight, to see how these aspects of Scripture are fulfilled in the resurrection and how they take their next course in our own lives. And yet there's still so much more for us to learn, so much more for us to dive into. So much more, right? We're talking about an infinitely rich mystery. The more we dive into this mystery, the more we're able to enter into that beautiful course that God has set for us. Oh, beauty ever ancient, ever new. Let's embrace that beauty, knowing that there's so much more for us to learn, so much more for us to embark on. So let's take that journey with Christ. Let's take that journey knowing that through the resurrection, as we come to rise with him, we will take that journey all the way to heaven, learning more and more, receiving more and more of God's grace. So let us, along with the disciples, take this journey.